Michigan Out of Doors Online is brought to you in part by...
For over 30 years, Vanguard Outdoors has made the gear that turns a regular hunt into another fine day of field. We know that a good shooting stick or a nice pair of binoculars can make or break your day. Our design teams include serious hunters who work hard to bring you the best sporting optics, shooting sticks, tripods, bags, and more. We are Vanguard Outdoors.
Hello everyone, welcome to Michigan Out of Doors. We're so glad you're here. I'm Jenny Silik, and we've got an exciting show put together for you this week. Jordan is going to show us what's been going on so far with him during his bow hunting season. He's got a lot of great footage to share with us, as always. You won't want to miss that story. And Jordan will also take us to the St. Mary's River for some fall perch fishing that's happening there. And Jimmy's got another adventure in store for us this week.
Well, that's right, Jenny. I was recently able to get out into the woods with 3 generations to do a little upland hunting outside of the little town of Johannesburg in the northeast part of the Lower Peninsula. We had a ton of fun. You won't want to miss that story. Lots of variety on this week's show. You stay tuned. I'm Jimmy Gretzinger, and it's time for Michigan Out of Doors.
From the first spring rains to the soft summer breeze, dancing on the pine forest floor, the autumn colors catch your eyes. Here come the crystal winter skies. It's Michigan, Michigan out of doors.
What a beautiful day in the woods.
Someday our children all will see this is their finest legacy, the wonder and the love of Michigan. As the wind comes whispering through the trees, the sweet smell of nature's in the air. From the Great Lakes to the quiet stream, shining like a sportsman's dream, it's a love of Michigan we all share.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by Country Smokehouse, a sportsman's meat processor and Michigan destination since 1988, offers a variety of homemade smoked meats and Michigan-made products in-store and online. The Country Smokehouse features an outdoor barbecue and bar. Details at countrysmokehouse.com.
By G5 Outdoors, makers of the Quest and Prime bows, manufactured and designed in Memphis, Michigan. G5 offers a line of archery bows, broadheads, and accessories on the web at g5outdoors.com.
By Greenmark Equipment. Greenmark Equipment is a John Deere dealership network in southwest Michigan and northern Indiana. Greenmark provides sales and services to farmers, commercial businesses, large property owners, and homeowners. Information about pricing and products available can be found online at greenmarkequipment.com.
This moment brought to you by DTE's Clean Vision.
Going into the 2023 deer season, I knew this year would be unlike any other. For the first time in my life, my primary hunting property would be a piece of property that I now owned, and I put in more time and effort preparing for this bow season than any before. As season approached, I was excited to get things started, and my first hunt would be with my 5-year-old daughter, Hadley.
You want to run the video?
Yeah. We can send this video to Mom.
Tell the camera what we're doing.
We're going hunting. And we're gonna sit in the blind while we're hunting.
And hopefully see a big buck.
And hopefully see a big buck.
Alright, you can look right at the camera.
Right here. Well, we're out here. It's October 4th. It is extremely warm and probably not the best night to sit in a box blind, but we have a first-time hunter going out tonight, so I figured I'd sit this blind. I was hoping that the corn would be a little easier to see through here, and it's not, so our shot opportunities are pretty limited, but a little bit more of a scouting mission tonight and just to see how things go. It's about 80 degrees. This is actually my first time hunting this year, so been behind the camera, but not in front of it. So we'll see what happens. What do you think?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Do you think we're going to see any deer?
Yes.
Any big bucks?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a lot more confident than I am, but it's a beautiful night. It's been a little bit of a slow start to the year, but lots of good deer on trail camera. You know, lots to look forward to this year, but the first few days being 90 degrees wasn't the best start. So we'll sit tight here and see what we see. We can see part of this little food plot where I've been getting pictures of one nice buck in particular. So I'd love to see him, but we'll see what happens.
Well, we didn't see much on that hunt, but Hadley made it until the sun was all the way down, which was a small miracle in itself. The following couple of weeks were pretty slow. The combination of rain and standing corn made the hunting difficult, and it was the last full week in October before I put eyes on a shooter buck.
Well, it's October 23rd. Back at it this morning. I've never hunted this stand before. I put it up about a month before a season. Honestly, as much as anything, because it's just a beautiful spot. But over the years, I have had quite a few videos of bucks crossing this particular spot. And it seems like this time of year, I often get some daylight photos or daylight videos of some of my better bucks coming through here. So it's pretty random. And we've still got a bunch of corn up, making things tough, but it's beautiful. About 32 degrees this morning. And you can't ask for a whole lot more as a whitetail hunter, so see if we get lucky. And really 2 bucks in this area that I'm hoping to see. See if we see one of them. Well, by far my best set of the year. Finally got a glimpse at a shooter. That was one of the bucks I was coming in here hoping to see. It's a deer I know pretty well from last year. Passed him up a bunch last year, and this year hasn't been around that much. So got lots of pictures, got some great video of him in the summer. Knew he was in here, but up until recently I haven't had very many photos. So he actually was only about 50 yards from me when I first saw him. It's kind of thick where he popped out and he crossed the creek, and then there's kind of 2 ways that they can go, either directly away from me or directly towards me. So obviously he went away from me, but good to see him in person. I've seen a couple other pretty good bucks too. Like I said, a no contest as far as my best set of the year. This has been awesome. So it's a little after 9. Definitely gonna stick it out for a couple more hours and see if anything else is moving around. But even if we don't see another deer, best set of the year so far.
With October in the rear view, I'm looking forward to November and hopefully filling a deer tag or 2 along the way. Well, it is hard to believe and a little bit sad that the month of October is already over. And although the bow season did start out a little slow for us, things have been picking up, and hopefully we'll have some good footage to bring you over the next couple of weeks. For our next segment on this week's show, we're going to totally switch gears and head way up north to Sault Ste. Marie, where I was able to spend the morning on the St. Mary's River and do a little perch fishing with a few good friends.
Sound in the world. You just leave these on the cleats? Now we're out here in Lake George off St. Mary's River. Looking for yellow belly perch. We're fishing off bottom with worms, and hopefully it pays out. Perch fishing's been good the last couple weeks. We've boated quite a few, and some days it's 100, some it's 50, some days it's 10. So we're really hoping for a good day today. It is better at this time of year, even a couple more weeks maybe. And then spring's really good also. You're fishing them in deep water, you really got to set the hook. That way, you know, there is stretch in this line, so you really got it. It's exaggerated.
A little different than
it
6
looks
feet
goofy, but
ice fishing.
yeah. Yeah.
If you look goofy, you're doing it right.
What we're running is a barrel sinker with a swivel and a 8 to 10 inch piece of leader. This fluorocarbon mono, and then just your standard octopus number 4 octopus hook.
And then we're dropping that all the way to the bottom.
Going to the bottom.
Bring it about.
Just kind of reeling up your slack, and they're right in the mud, right on bottom.
So we're just going to be 6 inches to 12 inches
Yep.
off the bottom, just bringing it up and down a little bit, just to catch your attention.
If you get any higher, they probably won't bite it. I use half a crawler, or a little less. Kind of in line with the hook. I don't like jamming it all on there.
Right.
I started fishing as a kid and just really enjoyed it, and I had a really good teacher. And you know, I grew up fishing everything, but perch is just always, it's camaraderie, it's fun. You know, you're fishing them different styles, and you always got a good laugh going, and I think that's why I fish perch. I like fishing perch the best. And it's simple, you know, you don't have 100 poles out, or, you know, kind of just plain hook and sinker deal, and it works. It's just a lot of fun. Everybody can do it, kids. It's just very enjoyable. Well, the perch, they move in and out, obviously, like any other fish do. You know, this time of year we're deep. Spring we'll fish them deep. And deep here is 50 foot where we're at. And then, you know, other parts of the river deep is like 20 foot. So you pretty much just pick your deep holes. It does slow down in the summertime. They go up into the weeds, and then it's almost impossible to get them out of the weeds. But once they come out of the weeds, it's game on. And usually it's pretty consistent. I mean, you have your slow days and your really, really good days, but it's just enjoyable to do.
No. Oh.
Hold.
Alright, you gotta hold that thing.
Isn't that cute?
I mean, you're some kind of expert. I don't know how you're hooking that thing.
That's a lot of talent.
Yeah, I can feel any kind of bite, huh?
We were off to a great start, catching plenty of fish and a few nice ones. This style of fishing is very simple, but there are a few things to keep in mind when fishing deeper water.
You gotta have weight heavy enough to get to the bottom. If not, it'll just drift out. That's why I use those barrel sinkers, about a ½ ounce. And just, you want to be vertical, kind of like any other jigging scenario, but weight for sure. Getting down to the bottom, and then just about, you know, within a foot of the bottom or so. I feel like you feel more bites with a single hook. Puts, you know, I do run the double rigs, or what, crappie rigs or perch rigs, whatever they're called, but for me it's vertical, one hook, and I feel like it's just better. You can, like I said, you can feel it more. You miss those little bites, light bites, with add more line on the line.
Don't tell them that.
She comes to the back of the boat and catches our fish, Jeff.
Yeah.
Fishing's going good. Getting some bites, bringing some fish in the boat.
And you're catching about 5 to 1 to these guys back
Probably, yeah.
Well, been a lot of fun out here because it's a beautiful day, beautiful morning. Leaves are changing colors, and a lot of fish biting, a lot of hook sets, and a lot of lost worms for me. I think I was about, you know, a dozen misses and maybe 2 fish, while my wife was maybe 2 misses and a dozen fish. So we're having fun out here, a lot of action. Captain Joe's putting us on the perch, so can't complain.
You better get it. You better get it.
I don't say anything, but
It ain't to the boat yet.
oh,
There we go.
all right.
A little nicer one.
Finally stayed on there.
You know, you don't need expensive stuff, and that's the nice thing too with perch fishing. You can go to any store and get a decent rod and reel, but when you get out in the boat, you're looking for other boats. I mean, you can kind of look around us here. There's 3 or 4 other boats, and that's really going to help you pinpoint where to be and depth of water wise. Like I said, it's super simple, so anybody can do it. And then you really only need a plain hook and a sinker. And just go off depth of water. You get deep water, you get bigger sinker. You know, and it's pretty simple to do for anybody. I would say we're on the upward swing to be a good year. We're catching a lot of smaller perch. You know, probably your 1 to 2-year-old perch. So I think we're on the upward swing, and I think it's going to get better in the next couple of years for sure.
There are lots of good perch fishing opportunities around the state, but fishing in the UP is always pretty tough to beat. Special thanks to Joe, Jeff, and Christine for letting me tag along on a beautiful day here on the St. Mary's River.
Well, when you get to the end of October and the first part of November here in the great state of Michigan, there is so much going on. I was recently able to get out into the northeast part of the Lower Peninsula, just outside of the town of Johannesburg, to tag along with 3 generations in the Upland woods. Joel, what county are we in today?
We are in Otsego County.
Otsego County, all right.
Eastern side.
And we're running what kind of dogs today?
All pointers, all German short hairs, GSPs.
Okay.
So, got a couple young ones. Got 1 veteran dog, so we'll see what we can make happen.
Good deal. And have you been finding many birds this year?
Had a lot of birds.
Good.
The migration's in for the woodcock the last probably week and a half. And the grouse have been solid. I feel like the numbers are good. We've moved a lot of grouse. It's been thick, so a lot of misses. But we got a little less cover, so hopefully we'll get some hits today. Get the kids on some birds.
Perfect. We did have a few kids along today. In fact, we had 3 generations along on the hunt. It's always fun to meet new folks and hit new cover. Joel was in charge today as he lives up this way, and he got us headed in the right direction.
This is all state. The lake's right here. Yeah. It goes over there. This isn't a super big timber until it cuts in and it kind of wise out right there. So this is going to be super thick in here.
We're staying on the side of the road.
Yeah, we're staying on the side of the road. We're going to push this down. Then it's going to fan out a little bit where we'll probably be able to get a little bit more distance. And then
there's bowls.
There'll be some bowls, and we want to try to focus on. We can get down in the bowls, but if we work the sides of the bowls, they'll hold up in the sides of the bowls.
Are we skirting the lake shore, basically?
No. Yeah. No, not really.
Off of it.
Yes.
We're following.
Yep.
Okay.
So then we'll work the edges of the bowls, and then we'll actually get into some oaks. So we're just going to basically push this whole thing and just work it down until we come to another road. Cool. And then we'll move the trucks up. Go.
So you won't. Hey. Katie. Here. Good girl. Whoa.
The sights and sounds of the Upland woods just hold something special for me. To watch the dogs work is awesome. The color of the trees, the camaraderie of the hunters, it's all just special. And when a beeper collar goes off, signaling a dog on point, well, then it's really special. He's got a woodcock pegged. Be ready.
Woodcock coming at you! Coming at you!
Did you get it?
That one got caught in the trees really low. I didn't want to shoot.
Oh, hey,
No.
that was a good point.
That was a good point. He locked up on it. Did he get?
You did a good job of waiting till it was over by you. Well, what happened there, Chad?
Well, we finally found a woodcock and dog locked up and came out a little low, so I didn't shoot, but the boys got a shot at it. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a little excitement for the
Came
morning.
right down the road. That was-
Right down the road. Made for some good video.
All right.
Now, dead bird.
Now what happened there?
Well, we were in the same spot and another one went up.
I
So,
think we got that one.
yeah, I think we got that one.
It went down hard.
Dead bird.
Look at that. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then.
That's right. That's right.
Well, good deal. That's what they look like.
That's them.
And that was your dog that pointed it, right?
That was my dog. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I don't know if we got the point, but we did get the flush. Well, we got the first one. We didn't get this one. We were already backing out.
Yeah. Well, that's exciting.
Nice job. And we got 3
Thank you.
generations in the woods today, right?
Yep. Yep.
Perfect.
That's great.
Good job. All right, let's
All
keep
right.
going.
Hey, way to see where it went down.
I told you it was here.
Well, my dad and I used to bird hunt when I was a kid without dogs, just kind of traipsing through the woods, and every once in a while we'd stumble across a grouse. And about 3 years ago, I got my first bird dog, Milo, and so I've been doing a little bit more of that. Used to be a really big deer hunter, and now that I'm bird hunting, I tend to find myself wanting to do that a little bit more sometimes. So yeah, so I've been doing it really kind of more intensely the last 3 years.
And what is it about bird hunting that kind of drew you in?
Oh, it's just fun watching the dogs. It's fun seeing them lock up on point and the dog work. That's to me, that's the fun part. It's fun when you shoot stuff too, but yeah, it's the dogs are what make it fun, because even if you don't get anything, it's just fun to see them work.
Well, what's the game plan now?
Then we're gonna work this side, the west side of the road here, and I think we'll work farther deep and then circle around and work our way back down the road just how we did the other side.
Okay. Well, a little bit of action.
Yeah, a little bit. Not as much as we'd like.
Is that 3 shots I heard at a grouse in there?
I didn't hear anything.
Were you clearing brush with the first 2?
I couldn't, yeah. I had to bust my hole through the tree.
Leaving
to get
seed
through.
for next year?
Yep, yeah.
I had met Chad, a pastor downstate, at a wild game dinner earlier this year. And when he asked if I'd like to tag along on a bird hunt near Johannesburg sometime, well, I jumped at the chance. This is a great part of our state.
Whoa, get it! Shoot it!
Whoa, no bird, no bird.
In the world? One shelling. No bird.
I took one out.
Where did it land?
It's still flying.
Oh.
It's down by
What
that
happened?
bright orange tree.
My gun did fire.
Everybody's gun didn't go off over back here.
I mean, I had no shot. I mean,
Oh, I know. You guys couldn't shoot.
I could have grabbed it out of the air.
I thought I had one, but I don't.
The excuses were flying fast, but we were able to start finding some birds. Yeah, what happened on this one there, young fella?
Well, just working some thick popple. Dogs were working good. Sadie and Dakota got on the bird, and straight up it went. And
You
then
said
down
they were
it
getting birdie, and I couldn't get over there, but nice shooting there.
Yep, worked out pretty good this time.
Okay, well, there's a few more in there.
Yep, I think so. Let's get them.
We got it.
Hey.
Finally.
Pointed or wild flush?
That was a wild flush.
Yeah.
It flew up. Cleared the top of the trees. We both shot.
Well, good. Well, how many does that make for us today now?
Is that 4?
5.
4 or 5?
5.
5.
Well,
Nice, beautiful bird.
congratulations. Nice job, boys. Nice bird. That's a nice, good-sized bird.
That was a good one. Yeah, that's a nice one.
Well, another timber doodle for the game bag.
It's a headshot. It must have been you.
Well, it must have been good thing. Well, we just narrowed it down, Daniel.
Yeah.
Special thanks to Joel, Bob, Dan, and Chad for letting me tag along today. We walked a lot, tired us out, even Seth and Dane had enough as well. We never caught up with the grouse today, but ended up with 5 woodies, just not where the camera was. So to all of you with bird dogs itching to get out, enjoy the remaining days. Hit those covers one more time. The timber doodles are still migrating and the leaves are still falling, giving us all a little better odds right here in Michigan's Out of Doors.
Thank you so much for joining us this week for Michigan Out of Doors. Now that it's November, we are so close to the firearm deer opener on November 15th. Make sure you join us on next week's show. We're going to gear you up for that firearm deer opener. We'll have our traditional Palace in the Popples poem for you, and we'll show you some of those exciting deer hunts from years past. And we'll be out running cameras all over the state on November 15th. If you'd like to see where we are and where we're headed next, you can always check us out online.
Well, that's right, Jenny. Online is a great way to kind of keep tabs on us. The best way to do that on a day-to-day basis is really our social media outlets, both Facebook and Instagram. And you can also subscribe to our channel on YouTube and get an email every time we post something new. So much going on around our great state right now. Get out and enjoy it. And if we don't see you in the woods or on the water, hopefully we'll see you right back here next week on your PBS station.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by.
Do you dream of somewhere bigger than your backyard? You can get there with Greenstone. Whether you want to hunt, fish, hike, or just watch the sunset, we're ready to help you own your place in the great outdoors. To learn more, visit greenstonefcs.com.
By Alta Equipment Company, providing sales, rentals, service, and parts because uptime matters. From earth moving to landscaping and light construction, Alta offers over 50 brands across 7 Michigan locations to serve you. More information online or 844-GO-2-ALTA. By SCI. SCI helps protect, promote, and preserve wildlife through conservation practices which include hunting. SCI supports and funds conservation programs in the state of Michigan. Learn more how you can get involved at a chapter near you.
By Jay's Sporting Goods, with locations in Clare and Gaylord. Jay's has been serving the Michigan outdoor enthusiast since 1971, with a wide variety of outdoor products. The gear, the knowledge, the tradition of Jay's. On the web at jaysportinggoods.com.
When I wander far away, a dream stays with me night and day. It's the road that leads to my home state. I am a Michigan man, changing seasons.